he decided to respond by saying, "I think about it all the time." It's like, well, no, I don't.
Hey,
I don't
we're
think
gonna
much
do
about it
it.
at all.
Listen, we're gonna cover Aaron later. We're gonna go over all his videos. You called him to tell a
I'm
story. Tell the
there.
story.
I am.
You're
Do you know
not.
how to set up a story? Have you ever set up a story in your life?
I mean, just tell the story.
I am. Okay, here we go. So I just thought it was fair, since Aaron said that I think about his all the time, to talk about something April told me. Which again, like the eating story, I had nothing to do with this. I had no idea. And April told me because she found it very strange. One day she comes up to me and she goes, "Okay, last night was really weird." And last night happened to be a night that she and Aaron were back at their house. They were alone.
Oh no.
And they had engaged in marital relations. And again, these poly relationships are really weird if you're not like used to them, which I am not. This is not something I've ever done before. And it's kind of hard to do. Like, you have to change your mindset and go, okay, I'm going to have sex with someone who's not my spouse. Like, it's very, very weird and very uncomfortable. And men have a physiology issue with this, right? Like, men have to have a physiological response to perform sexually. So you have to kind of get around that, or else you're just walking around with a limp noodle. And that's no fun for anybody. So Aaron and April were getting together in the middle of all this. And
how much to get rid of this coked up asshole?
More. What more is the answer? So they were having their marital relations, and sometimes it could get hard to, even with your own partner, it could get hard to finish because things are different, things are weird, and they're outside of your comfort zone. But Aaron is sitting there with April, and he whispers to her, "Tell me what it was like to have Nick you. Did he stretch you out?"
So hold on. It's a day off from Camp Polycule. They're at their house. They're deciding to and
yep.
While Aaron's April, he says, "Tell me what it was like when Nick was in you."
Yes. And he asks her specifically, "Does it stretch you out?
Does it stretch you out?
How deep does it go?" Like, these are weird questions to me because I don't think about this shit ever. But she said, "Yeah." And he instantly orgasmed. Instant nut on demand. So Aaron is sitting there having sex with a beautiful blonde woman. And what he needed to do to finish was ask about another man's penis her. And that is a 100% true story. And the best part about all these stories is I don't care about people's kinks. I'm a known degenerate. I'm a publicly made degenerate. Aaron did that, which is fine. Like, I guess it happened. But I don't live in shame of my choices or my actions. And this was not a one-time story. It was an every-time story.
And April told you this?
Yes. Again, because she was weirded out by it. Like, she's like, "What the hell? Like, what's going on? What is this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. That's the weirdest shit I've ever heard." I don't think of my is big. It was so weird to have him talk about him like that.
You know, the whole chat's turning on you now. They all hate you. They all think you're a cuck.
Good. I'm not. Like, the cuckold fetish is one that enjoys watching your partner. Like, I had to go through a lot of stuff to engage in this type of relationship that I was not prepared for. I've talked about how if you are a cuck, I think your partner loses respect for you immediately. And I don't personally recommend it. Not my thing. People can say what they want about me. They've already said it. I used to worry about what people said about me. I know my mistakes and my regrets. I know why I did them. It doesn't matter why now. Like, I know the effects of them, and they're brutal.
Is there any part of you that, like, genuinely you're like hurt? This was a friend of yours and you're hurt and there's a little bit of resentment now.
Absolutely. Of course, it's not about being a friend. It's about the facts, and this is what he's scared of at trial. If I had to guess, the prosecutor is going to ask April, Kayla, and I about the terms of the relationship. And we were getting into the relationship. What Aaron and I came up with, we both said, we're both public people, and the public revelation of any sort of alternative relationship or anything outside of a traditional marriage will be devastating. The three of us are public people. Kayla has never wanted, like, she dipped her toes in the water of being like a public person participating on my show in 2022. The internet was really brutal, as it often is to women, and she didn't really like it, so she backed off and she stopped being online. She stopped being involved with my show. She stopped being on Locals. She stopped all of that. We don't want the last thing we wanted to do.
I too want to get rid of this coked up asshole.
The last thing we wanted to do is bring a case against Aaron because it brings all of this shit that we would prefer to have been private into the public light. I can tell you all about the restraining orders. I can tell you how shitty his lawyer is. Aaron's lawyer, Kolb, is a friend of his from high school. He's an unethical pile of garbage, and he's probably given Aaron some of the worst advice ever. And Aaron pays his friend for legal advice like a giant piece of shit. What good is it being friends with a lawyer, the worst people on earth, if you're going to pay them to be friends with them? Ew, gross.
Oh God, you got to start streaming and telling these stories.
Well, I'm going to start streaming, but I don't want to tell these stories on my channel. My channel isn't about this shit.
Start a new story. Start a new channel then.
But most people are just like, can you come back and talk about your take
bore everybody on your stream.
How the state sucks? What?
Everyone's just picking on you. All right, look.
They'll pick on me all day. I don't care. It's like, you guys can't do shit to me.
Release the Kayla nudes already. It's almost my bedtime.
Release the Kayla nudes.
No. Oh man, I have so much to say. I'm the one stream I may do that is in relation to Aaron is I may cover the revenge porn stuff, but I'll say or get off whenever you want. Like I really don't mean to derail your show. I just wanted to.
All right.
Also, one last thing, very quickly. Everybody, buy your tickets for Hagamania. If I am there early, I will set up a time for people to hang out with me and like
cocaine is a hell of a drug.
We'll talk about all this stuff. Whatever you want. I do not live in shame of my actions. Not everything can be said publicly online because it involves other people's stories, and I only say things that I've been given permission to say when it involves someone else. If it involves me, ask me whatever you want. I don't care. I'm an open book. But if it's Wednesday, I will announce it and set people up. I just won't know if I can do this until April. If I can stay through Saturday, I will. I want to try and give people enough opportunity to see me if they're not able to be there on Thursday and Friday. If they want to talk to me, I don't know why you would. I won't have any drugs to give you.
We'll set up a cucking booth.
In the past, I would have given you guys all drugs and we could have hung out and had a big fun time.
All right, Nick.
If I'm available, would you like me to call in for the Aaron segment?
Thanks for the warning. No, this will take forever. You got it. You would think you would think a lawyer on cocaine would be efficient and get stuff done fast. No. He just wants to sit around and talk.
I'm not on cocaine anymore. I'm not on cocaine anymore.
All right, Nick. It's about enough Nick for today. Thank you.
That's what my wife says every day. I'll talk to you later. Peace, guys.
You can see why he had to get another wife just to listen to his fucking stories. Kayla be like, I got to go to bed. You talk too much. Jesus fucking Christ with this fucking guy.